Okay, Shalom, Shalom, Kwam Yasha'Allah, Koholoyimla, Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rakahakodash, double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well, and that by the Spirit taught us his beautiful truth. Just want to say Thawada to all the H.I.M and Akwaf that's out here sincerely keeping the laws, the statutes and commandments of Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai to the best of their ability. This is Hanan the Waf just coming at you with another quick lesson. I'm praying that it's edifying by the Spirit. And hey, man, these damn Edomites, they going hardcore and showing you who they really are. These Edomites are the enemies of you Israelites, you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Because that's what this whole fight on the planet is about, you know, in the spirit. And our Father, Yahweh, is sending his son, Yahweh Shai, to get us out of the hands of our enemies, man, because these people are our enemies. So, as you can see here, it says, and this is from Homeland Security. This is, their official site, X, used to be Twitter. But it says, a heritage to be proud of, a homeland worth defending, American progress, John Gass. So this is an old picture of them talking about manifest destiny. Back in, I think this guy, he painted this like in the 1800s or some shit like that. But as you can see, lily white, so-called white woman, floating in the skies. And, you see the Native American Indians in the backdrop right there, you know what I'm saying, pretty much retreating, so to speak, or running off. But this was, a picture that this guy painted back in the days. And they was on that, they really called it Manifest Destiny back then. But it says the Trump administration is under fire. And this lady right here, she's running that department as well. Department of Homeland Security, this chick with the wig on. She be having those big ass eyelashes on, trying to look cute, but she kind of looked like a damn transformer. And she, anyway. But it says the Trump administration is under fire for promoting rhetoric aligned with known white supremacist messaging from the Department of Homeland Security. Shared a disgusting image glorifying colonization. Well, see these people. Let me get one real quick, because they're just telling on themselves. That's all. That's beautiful. I mean, we love it. Shit. As a matter of fact, let me get this real quick. Proverbs 16:18. Pride goeth before destruction, and a haughty spirit before a fall. And you can tell this place is falling just by her being in the position that she's in. See? Because she's not supposed to be there. The scriptures talks about a woman not usurping authority over the man. Here you go. Why she's over Homeland Security. Let you know that these people are doomed, man. 1 Timothy 2:11, let the woman learn in silence with all subjection, but I suffer not a woman to teach, nor to usurp authority over the man, but to be in silence. This lady should be at home, man, making muffins or some shit. I don't even know if this lady even married or not. But again, she kind of looked like a damn transformer. But anyway, it says on Wednesday, the DHS, led by U.S. Secretary of Homeland Security, Kristi Noem, shared an American Progress, an 1872 painting by John Gass that glorifies U.S. westward expansion. The image portrays a white female figure, which, these people are not white. They're Edomites. They're pinkish to reddish in color, just like how the scriptures describes Esau. Red, man. All that, you looking like a glass of... The dress this chick got on is white. None of them look like that. Right? But it says, on Wednesday, the DHS, led by U.S. Secretary of Homeland Security, Kristi Noem, shared American Progress, an 1872 painting by John Gass that glorifies U.S. westward expansion. The image portrays a white female figure, symbolizing America advancing while indigenous people recede, illustrating manifest destiny and suggesting colonization was a noble effort that brought progress in civilization. See? And this is that pride, man, that they have. That if you're not living like them, then you're not living. And you can clearly see they done fucked this whole planet up. And they don't understand. Matter of fact, let me get this too. Let me just grab two. This one comes to mind. This is Psalms 14:1. To the chief musician, a psalm of David. The fool has said in his heart, there is no God. They are corrupt. They have done abominable works. There is none that doeth good. So these people are actually really foolish because they don't really believe in the Lord. You know, they got their white Jesus, you know, their idol. But these people don't really believe in the God of the Bible, man, Yahweh, which that's the true name of our Father. And the true name of his son is Yahweh Shai, which the world ignorantly calls Jesus. And if he was walking the earth today, he would be a so-called black man or a Negro. And they don't get it. They don't understand that. So when he comes, your boy Hulk Hogan died yesterday, right? I bet that boy went back to the spirit world and seen what was really going on and wanted to come back here and tell his family to really bow down to these so-called black people that you enslaved. You know, that's just me speaking as a man, you know. But I just gotta imagine like the look on some of these people's faces, man, when they get before the throne, man, and see that it's not what they've been taught here. But anyway, it was another one. I wanted to get this Psalm 64:8 because, I mean, they're just telling on themselves. But you, Jake, you not listening. You 2/3, y'all better, anyway. 2/3 must be fooled, I guess. The deceived and the deceiver are his, man. Psalm 64:8. So they shall make their own tongue to fall upon themselves. All that see them shall flee away. So they're just telling on themselves. They're only telling you they showing you who they really are. The scripture says to never trust thine enemy, man. To envy thou not the oppressor and choose none of his ways. But you Jake, you want to be Americans. You want to be Americans so goddamn bad. You run around. Jake was just out here celebrating 4th of July. And this is the picture from way back then that shows you that your asses have nothing to do with America. These people are very prideful, man. I'm at the plantation right now. The way they be looking, you know, I know some of them, you know, they kind of, been thrown, a little monkey wrench been thrown into their little perfect system with the way Trump acting right now because they seeing that Trump not doing what they thought he was going to do. I see that all over their damn face because they ain't all prideful like how they was when he first came in. And one of my partners, he used to try and pick my brain and shit, you know what I'm saying, about certain stuff. He know that I'm, in the little geopolitics and stuff like that, but I don't go all up into, no scriptures or nothing with him. But he know that I be knowing about little stuff like this type of stuff right here. And he hasn't said a word. He's crickets now. But before, he used to always try and pick my brain and try and see what I knew. And he don't want to talk right now because he already know the subject of all the shit that what are you going to talk about now? But anyway, says social media users offered various theories questioning the department's choice of painting, the 14-word caption, and the unusual capitalization, with many suggesting connections to Nazi symbolism. They wrote exactly 14 words, capitalized H twice to form a HH Hail Hitler, one ex-user noted, referencing the white supremacist 14-word slogan coined by the defunct extremist group, The Order. Homeland Security account is being run by a legit groper. The user added, alluding to the alt-right white nationalist movement led by the mega personality Nick Fuentes. Yep. Nazi dog whistles from Homeland Security. This tweet is 14 words with 2 capital H's. Okay, we are all right. This painting is called American Progress by John Gass. It represents manifest destiny and ideology grounded in white supremacy. Yeah, okay. Yep, somebody says just full out Nazi propaganda from the official DHS account. Do not look away. Do not downplay it. Yeah, they telling you what's up. They telling you they're your fucking enemy. It says, in case y'all didn't know, Hitler was inspired by our genocide of the natives. There is no difference between posting manifest destiny shit and Nazi propaganda. Oh, man. Others condemn the department for glorifying the genocide of the Native Americans by European colonists, which the Native Americans, they're Israelites. These people that's calling themselves Europeans are Edomites. You're Edomites, man. There's no such thing as a damn Native American in the Bible or no Europeans in the Bible. The Lord gave all nations a name. And you so-called white people are Edomites. That's your biblical nationality, and you should be prideful of it. You should, be proud of that. You trying to be every goddamn body else except for, you know what I'm saying, who the Lord really labeled you as. The T police said, get the fuck out of here with this disgusting bullshit. This administration loves to bring up all our past atrocities and pretend like they didn't happen, or romanticize the idea of committing the modern day equivalent. You will be nothing but another embarrassing chapter in our past soon enough. Well, hey, the Lord, because this is your destiny right here. Because manifest destiny is reversing. Because if you had a manifest destiny, why can't we have one? See, these people, they prideful as hell. They get on TV. They talk all kinds of shit. They telling you right to your face, look at what we done to you. We're the best in the world. Pride, pride, pride for America. And you, Jake, y'all just, look, man, all that patriot. How could you even be a patriot of a place like this? How? Like, just accept the fact that you live here. Just go to work, get your little funds, and do what you got to do to survive. And pray to the Lord for your daily bread. That's it. And wait on the surprise for these people, because this is what's coming for them. This is their manifest destiny right here. Revelations 13:9. If any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here's the patience and the faith of the saints. This is coming for their asses, man. Let's go get another one. So when we're out in the highways and byways, and you got people, even our own people, matter of fact, is the ones that give us the most headaches, man, when it comes to defending these fucking savages, man. We trying to let you know these people are your damn enemies, but you want to fight with us to try and save these people, man. But they telling you straight up how they feel about you. And Jake just that's why 2/3 of Jake gotta get done, man. Isaiah 14:21. Prepare slaughter for his children, for the iniquity of their fathers, that they do not rise, nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the world with cities. See? And this is what's happening, man. This is what's coming. This is what's going down for them. So much in chapter 14, man, Isaiah 14. This is entitled, Israel's Remnant Taunts Babylon. And this is modern day Babylon, man. Isaiah 14:3. And it shall come to pass in the day that the Lord Yahweh shall give thee rest from thy sorrow. Because, yeah, man, we need fucking rest, man. And from thy fear, and from the hard bondage wherein thou wast made to serve. So we were made to serve this bondage, man, because the Lord gave us that business, gave us that good ass whooping. But guess what? These people are going to drink of that cup. that thou shalt, that verse 4, Salakia, Isaiah 14:4, 144, baby. That thou shalt take up this proverb against the king of Babylon and say, how hath the oppressor ceased, the golden city ceased? The Lord hath broken the staff of the wicked and the scepter of the rulers. So this is what's coming. This is your future. He who smote the people in wrath with a continual stroke, he that ruled the nations in anger, is persecuted, and none hindereth. The whole earth is at rest and is quiet. They break forth into singing. Yea, the fir trees rejoice at thee, and the cedars of Lebanon, saying, since thou art laid down, no feller is come up against us. Even the damn trees are gonna be satisfied with y'all asses going into chains, man. Oh, Salaki. I wanted to get this one particular verse, though. Verse 2. It says, and the people shall take them and bring them to their place, and the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord for servants and handmaids. And they shall take them captives, whose captives they were, and they shall rule over their oppressors. This is our future over you. So when manifest destiny comes, because see, we know that the Lord, he's the one that sets things up, man. What's that one? Daniel, right? And that NLT version of that boy is Let me see, Salakia. I want to get another version of it. Daniel 4 and 17. Well, let me just read it in the KJV. This matter is by the decree of the watchers, and the demand by the word of the holy ones, to the intent that the living may know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men, and giveth it to whomsoever he will, and setteth up over it the basis of men. So the Lord set these people up, but they don't have sense enough to know that, or what they believe. They believe that it was, I guess, God's destiny for them, as far as their idol, you know what I'm saying? Because they believe in a white Jesus, man, and that shit is idolatry. And they beat that into us. And Jake out here still on their knees praying to white boy Jesus, and white boy Jesus not going to save these people out of what's coming for their asses, man. These people are going to pay for what they've done to the children of Israel, man. As a matter of fact, this is already happening to them right here. This place is caving, man, and you can clearly see it. It's crazy. Deuteronomy 30 and 7. And the Lord thy God will put all these curses upon thine enemies, and on them that hate thee, which persecuted thee. So, and them curses, man. Them curses. Hey, read through Deuteronomy chapter 28 if you want to know about the curses. Because we've been going through it, man. But them curses is starting to reverse on Esau ass, man. Because they struggling hard as hell right about now. Anyway, let me see what else was in the, and the comments too. Again, these people, they telling you, they telling you straight up who they are, man. So if they telling you who they are, why not believe them? Obama face uptick of death threats. Because, man, look. Yeah, this place is doomed, man. It says every American historian uses this image to teach students about manifest destiny and ethnic cleansing. But I would guess that most of the U.S. didn't imagine the U.S. government would unironically reclaim it in the 21st century. Another added. Yeah. Somebody says, I don't know. Manifest destiny is state-sanctioned genocide, like killing, starving, and tricking people out of their homeland in the name of progress. It's one of the darkest stains on the history of this country. Well, the Lord got something for him, man. He's gonna straighten things out. This person says, one of the most disgraceful things I've ever seen a government post in my lifetime, that prior to election 2024 would have been wall-to-wall coverage on the glorification of Indian genocide and endorsement of white supremacy. Yeah, man. So people see, man. And the Lord is exposing this, man. This right here is that scripture that talks about shameful spewing. The Lord is exposing this, man. It has to happen because, see, he's on trial right now. He's going to get the sentencing soon. Habakkuk 2 and 16. Thou art filled with shame for glory. Drink thou also, and let thy foreskin be uncovered. The cup of the Lord's right hand shall be turned unto thee, and shameful spewing shall be on thy glory. See? That shameful spewing is on they used to glorify. They still glorifying it. They just straight, they back with it. But things that they used to, see, they not super duper with it like how they used to be, though. But since Trump is in there, you know what I'm saying? They put a little battery in these people's back, so to speak. But in reality, they really don't want nothing to do. The average so-called white people, they want to back the fuck off from this shit. They don't want to be seen as these people, man. But it's gotta go down. Matter of fact, let's get 2 Thessalonians 2 and 3. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first. So yeah, part of that manifest destiny for them was us falling away. But the Lord is starting to reawake the Israelites, man, in the land of their the land of their captives. He's waking us up and showing us who our enemies are, showing us, the things that we've done towards him was wrong. But now he's Our punishment is about up, man. You know what I'm saying? This shit is, we about to go home soon. We going back home soon, man. Let me start this back from the top. It says, let no man deceive you. 2 Thessalonians 2:3 again. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first. And that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition. The man of sin, the son of perdition, is being revealed. But these people have fooled the world into thinking that there's a fiery place on the ground. There's a guy, they call the devil. He's got two horns on his head. He's got this pitchfork, and he's just under earth, just torturing who's ever bad. And that shit is not scriptural. The man of sin, the son of perdition, is these damn Edomites. Esau, the progenitor of the so-called white race. He's being revealed. He's that Cain, the fugitive, man. Verse 4 says, who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called God, or that is worship, so that he is God, sitteth in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God. Well, didn't he give you a white? When you Google God, don't a white man show up? Butt naked white people with the little white baby angels with their pee showing. Isn't that what pops up when you type God in Google? When you type in his son, which they call Jesus, which there's no letter J in Hebrew. The letter J was invented in 1524. When the Lord walked the earth 2,000 years ago. So no one was calling on Jesus, man. He was a Hebrew Israelite from the tribe of Yahweh, or they would say Judah. But again, no letter J. So this man, he took over he gave you his image as being God. Like there's some white guy really coming back to save us out of the shit that the so-called white man put us in. Crazy, bro. But they're gonna pay for all that. This man he's the border of wickedness. Scripture says that, man. Let's see what else they got in here. One ex-user asked Grok, the social media platform AI chat box, what are the chances that it's purely coincident that this tweet from DHS contains exactly 14 words, 2 capital H's as Hail Hitler, A and D capitalized, A first letter, D fourth letter, for 14 again. And that's 144 in there too, baby. And alongside a painting showing white settlement in native land. The alignment of exactly 14 words, HH capitalization, echoing 88 for Hail Hitler, AD numerology, 1/4 equals 14. And a painting symbolizing white colonial expansion over native lands mirrors known white supremacists, dog whistles like the 14-word slogan. DHS has denied similar past accusations as coincidence, but the precision here makes pure chance unlikely. I'd estimate under 30% probability. Scrutiny is warranted, the chatbot said in response. Hey, man, it is what it is, bro. But hey, they're doing a great job of exposing themselves. They're prideful, and again, the Lord gonna knock their asses right off that haughty horse they on, man. Yep. You get that one, Lord, he required to pass. Because the Lord hasn't forgotten about this. This is, just a few days ago to the Lord. How's it worded? Probably, I know it's in Ecclesiastes. Yep, Ecclesiastes 3:15. That which hath been is now, and that which is to be hath already been, and Yahweh requireth that which is past. So the Lord is requiring that past, baby. Y'all not getting out of it. You're not going to get away with all the shit that you've done. You're going directly into captivity, man. In fact, and the Lord dedicated one chapter to you guys. Obadiah chapter 1. Start from verse 1, Obadiah 1:1. The vision of Obadiah. Thus saith the Lord God concerning Edom, you so-called white people, you Edomites. We have heard a rumor from the Lord, an ambassador is sent among the heathen. Arise ye, let us rise up against her in battle. Because World War III going to swing around, and this place going to be demolished anyway. Then the rest of you Edomites are just going to be rounded up, man. Behold, I have made thee small among the heathen. Thou art greatly despised. And they're dying off quicker than they're being born. That's why they're trying to do all this, have all these incentives, for so-called white people to have babies. They want, more so-called white people to, to have babies because they're dying off quicker than they're being born. And these people don't want to have no damn babies because you done made it unaffordable for them to have babies. Then you're trying to offer them a little one-time prize. Like a couple of $1,000 is not going to help somebody raise a damn child for 18 years in this place, man. And you getting rid of all the shit that you normally would survive on here anyway. Because the so-called, white people, the Edomites, they live off more welfare than anybody. They make it seem like we're the people that's just sucking up the system, but it's really them. You cutting the Medicaid, you cutting, all kinds of services. So what make you think that your people are, the Lord is breaking you down, man? What make you think these women, and just the way that you run this country anyway, this place is a damn shit show, man. The days are long gone from a picture like this right here. Now, back in the days when they was on this tip right here, way back hundreds of years ago, hey, Esau was boiling out of control. They women were in order. Now they women are hoes. Your sons are baby daddies now. There was a time when that shit only existed amongst Jake, man. Now it's them. And your women now they have the freedom to actually get out here and get on some black ride, and that's what they've been doing. They've been running down these Jakes, these so-called Negroes, and they're in your face in public with the very man that you enslaved. So that's a L, man. That's an L right there. That's an L. Let me just grab one more and I'll end out. Here you go. You didn't enslave the people, and now your women are all over the. They say you could tell a nation by their women, man. This place is falling. You got women, so-called white women on TV, straight telling reporters, or that they prefer to have a so-called black man than their own kind. Crazy. Anyway, Sirach 25:7. There be 9 things which I have judged in mine heart to be happy, and the 10th I will utter with my tongue, a man that have joy of his children, and he that liveth to see the fall of his enemy. And that's what we're witnessing, man. And also, too, we're not ignorant of Satan's devices. Stuff like this right here. See, they've been throwing a lot of little different shit around because they've been trying to, get some of that attention off of them with them Jeffrey Epstein files. So he's doing all kinds of shit right now. All kinds of shit. So, I'm not going to even go into the comments. But again, let me see. It was another article that just popped up. This shit right here. Obama faces uptick in death threats following Trump's treason claim. See? So they doing everything that they can to try and keep them Jeffrey Epstein files, out of the limelight, man. Because why didn't y'all been do this? Anyway. We getting there. So with that, I pray that the lesson was edifying. Kwame Yasha Allah and a bubble ball.